Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you what's for dinner. All right, if you're new here, I'm Claire. Welcome, come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I love doing a what's for dinner video every once in a while. I've just picked 4 recent dinners that I've had for my family to share with you. Sometimes there's a big old recipe included. Sometimes I'm just sharing with you like a simple, easy thing that I did for dinner in case you're in a rut, you're eating the same things all the time. Maybe you're just curious as to what other people and other families are eating. So I thought I would share this with you guys today. And it also includes one totally vegetarian meal, which I'm not a vegetarian. I used to be, but I do like to eat less meat when it's possible. So I thought I would include a good vegetarian one this time as well. I will leave a link down below to a previous one of these videos that I made if you just like can't get enough. And with that, here you go. Here is what we've had for dinner lately. All right, the first meal we're having really delicious salmon and roasted potatoes. This is a really classic dinner in my house. I had these red potatoes. I think I cut up 3 of them. This is just for my husband and I because this is one of the extracurricular nights where our kids eat super early and then the 2 of us have to deal with dinner later. And I'm just using kind of what I had laying around. I had this onion that really needed to get used up. It's all green in the center. And I'm just putting both of those on a baking sheet, drizzling it with some olive oil, adding some flaky salt, some smoked paprika, some pepper, a little bit of jarred garlic, giving it a stir. And this is in a 400-degree oven. It might be 425 for like 40 minutes. Here's the salmon, 50% off. Okay, if you know me, if you follow me, I pretty much only shop at Aldi. And anytime I see meat or like fish that has that red sticker, I always buy it. And I'm actually cooking the salmon in my air fryer. It is the fastest, easiest way. It's perfect every time. I just seasoned it to my liking. It takes about 9 minutes, set at about 390, and it's perfect every time. It's absolutely delicious. And this is such a healthy, easy meal, and it only cost me a couple bucks because that salmon was only $5 for those 2 portions. So such a good deal. If you're someone who's trying to eat healthy but having a hard time affording it, definitely shop those clearance food deals. And of course, we've got some sauce. We just got back from Amsterdam and we brought back tons of different sauces to dip our little roasted taters in. And there you go. Next, we have this pasta, and this is called like all of the vegetables that are about to go bad pasta. So you see my onions are looking pretty rough. We've got some wrinkly little tomatoes. In my house, we don't waste anything. We're not going to throw those away. We are going to make a sauce out of them. So I'm cutting everything up, and with those tomatoes, I'm putting an extra little slash on the back. After we roast them, that's going to make it a lot easier to take the skins off. This is like a really common thing I do when I just have veggies to get rid of. I will use squash, I'll use a sweet potato, tomatoes, onions, all of the veggies we have laying around. You can just blend it in there, throw a carrot in there, throw celery in there. Like, you can really make a sauce out of any type of veggies. If you're a person who struggles getting your vegetable servings in, make your veggies into a sauce and you just roast them. And here, look at that. 50% off again. You'll see a trend here. And I got this pork for only a couple bucks and I had to use it. It was in the freezer. And so I'm just browning it in my Dutch oven, adding salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, draining that. And the skins just peel right off of those tomatoes. I think I also threw a couple of whole cloves of garlic in there. And now I'm just throwing it in with the meat. Honestly, this could have been a soup as well, but my husband was really in the mood for pasta. And I'm just mashing it up because that tomato is super soft. It is so easy to make your own sauce, guys. I just put in a little bit of water and a little bit of half and half that we had from a recipe that I had to use in the fridge just to make it like a little bit creamy. And so simple. I did like some Italian seasoning in there. We decided to use spaghetti. And look at that. I even got a clearanced out bread loaf at Walmart today. It's only $1. So we sliced that up. And this is actually packed with veggies and you just wouldn't realize it. Honestly, sneak veggies into your sauces. It's the best way.
And there you go. Very hearty, very filling, meaty, veggie-y, carby, all the things. Loved it. Next, we're making leftover enchiladas. And I will say, this is not a traditional enchilada. So, all of you wonderful Mexican people, don't come for me. I'm a white lady. I'm just doing it this way. And we actually hosted Easter, and these are all of our Easter leftovers that I'm making into enchiladas. So, that cheese, it's like sharp white cheddar, sharp yellow cheddar, and then I also brought some like herb Gouda back from Amsterdam, and that's in there. I've got these peppers that have been in the freezer from the garden last year, and the meat we're using is smoked turkey. My husband smoked a turkey for Easter. It was so delicious, you guys. But this recipe would work great for all of your leftover meats. If you have it from a holiday, a leftover turkey, or if you just have like part of a rotisserie chicken. I love making just like leftover enchiladas because you can really put anything in there, and make it in an enchilada style. And the smoked turkey was so good. The smokiness, amazing. So maybe think of that next Christmas or next Thanksgiving with your leftovers. Enchiladas is a great way to use that up. So I threw my diced pepper in there. I threw a little bit of taco seasoning, a little bit of olive oil, and that's going to be our stuffing. And then, of course, I'm also going to use that funky cheese blend. So not like a real Mexican style cheese, but like, hey, it was from a cheese tray that I served at Easter. And I told you, I'm using what I have. I'm a budget queen. I'm not going to go buy taco cheese when I can just use this cheese. And you know what? It was really good, you guys. And then I put 2 whole cans of the enchilada sauce. This is like Old El Paso, I think. And this is from, I got it at Aldi's for 99 cents a can. So definitely budget friendly. And then I'm just putting a little of that cheese on top. You're going to want to cover this in foil. It's at 350, and I baked it for like 40 minutes. Pretty much everything is cooked. You just want it to be, all sizzly, and you want like all the flavors to get really absorbed in there. You guys, these were so delicious. The smokiness, chef's kiss. And I'm a cilantro girly, so of course we threw some fresh cilantro on top. And these were so good, so filling. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend leftover enchiladas. Lastly, I actually had my family over and we had a barbecue. It is that time of year. The sun is out. We instantly were like, all right, we have to smoke a pork butt. So my husband smoked a pork butt. You can definitely Google recipes on how to do that. That's not this recipe. I'm not going to show you how to smoke a pork butt. But look at it. Isn't it beautiful? We got to give it its moment. But when he was smoking that, I decided to make a vegetarian version of like a pulled pork kind of thing because we have a guest staying with us who's a vegetarian. And also, I used to eat this all the time back when I didn't eat meat. So I have extra firm tofu. I'm going to press it. I don't even own a tofu press. You don't need a tofu press if you have a couple books. The sauce that I'm doing is just oil, soy sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. But you could flavor this however you wanted. I just find that those spices are good. And after you press the tofu, you grate it with a cheese grater. Like, this is one of my go-to OG vegetarian recipes from back in the day when I didn't eat meat. It's still one of my favorite things. And you just toss the shreds in your little mixture there, and you spread them on a baking sheet. I find that the silicone mat really does help give it sort of like a chewy meat style texture, but you could definitely just use parchment paper. This is going in a 350-degree oven for 28 minutes. I did like shuffle it around in there midway through. For the barbecue sauce, I'm just using my favorite barbecue sauce with a little bit of water. I'm throwing my shreds on there. This will like rehydrate them a bit so that they're juicy like meat, but still kind of have like the chewiness of meat. This is actually totally delicious. And even if you're not a vegetarian, if you're trying to eat less meat or you want to figure out a way to maybe have a healthier option, try the pulled tofu. We actually made little sliders out of this. We also served it with cornbread, a Caesar salad, and a tub of Sam's Club Brussels sprouts, like the kind that they pre-make, because those are good at barbecues when you're trying to cook like a lot of other stuff.
All right, you guys, those are all the things I had for dinner recently. Let me know, do you make this kind of stuff too? Is this like normal food for your family? I'd love to hear what you think. And of course, come on back for more content like this. There will definitely be more what's for dinners in the future. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.